Excellency. Thank you.
On Tuesday, President Museveni blasted the EU Parliament, saying the members were insufferable, shallow, egocentric, and ignorant. The president was reacting to a resolution by Brussels urging Uganda, Tanzania, and Total Energies to halt the construction of the 14 trillion shillings crude oil pipeline for at least 1 year, citing environmental and human rights concerns along the EACOP corridor that straddles Uganda and Tanzania. The EU MPs asked Total Energies, the main shareholder, and the two governments to use the 1 year break to find an alternative route with less environmental damage to construct the pipeline and complete the compensation of project-affected persons. However, the government has dismissed these concerns, saying that they have been adequately addressed.
The plan will be implemented according to schedule.
Now, some civil society organizations engaged in the oil and gas sector say Uganda may have to listen and have dialogue to iron out the issues being raised by the European Parliament. The executive director of the African Institute for Energy Governance, AFIEGO, Dickens Kamujisha, addressed the media hours after winning the prestigious 2022 Rights Livelihood Award in Stockholm, Sweden. According to the judges, as they put it, AFIEGO has been at the forefront of efforts to stop the construction of the 1,400-kilometer oil pipeline cutting through 178 Ugandan and 331 Tanzanian villages, causing mass displacement, environmental harm, and further exacerbating the climate crisis.
Now, of course, I believe the president has his opinion, but we know for sure here, all the monies that we use, all the companies that are here, all the technologies that we plan to use in the oil sector, they are all from the West. How we are going to say we as a country, we don't want even to listen to any other person, but we have to go there to get loans, we have to go there to get grants, we have to bring here their companies with their technologies. It is going to be extremely very difficult. And for me, that's why I still think that my opinion is that we need to engage with them. We don't need to call them names. They are partners and they are stakeholders in all these developments.
Meanwhile, a group of students under the umbrella, the Ugandan National Students Association, marched through Kampala to the office of the EU delegation in Uganda, demonstrating to protest the resolution of the EU Parliament. They carried placards telling the EU to back off Uganda's oil.
The Europeans have no moral authority. Uganda is stop us from extracting our oil. Development is now. Development now. No moral authority.
The police looked on as the students peacefully gathered outside the EU offices. Their leaders then presented a protest letter to the EU diplomats in Uganda.
It's not common for demonstrations like this to be cleared by the police, but the fact that this has been allowed by the security tells you that the authorities perhaps share what the students are saying, and they would want this message, much as it might not change policy, they would want it to reach the European community. Edward Muhumza, NTV.